Good morning, friends. Sat Sri Akal, Adab. Now, this series of videos which will be coming are a tribute to those people who have actually helped me make this association in 2008. So, to begin, my 72nd video begins with Mr. T.N.Whal. I pay my respect and tributes to this man who was highly qualified and educated on cantonment laws. He comes from Kamptee Cantonment. He was my guide for small things. I used to talk to him for hours together in 2008 on his landline number. And I'm grateful to his daughter, Miss Neeta, who has been a bond during this time because his son, Mr. Shailendra, was working in Odisha those days. And Miss Neeta used to make sure that Mr. Whal and me used to talk for hours together. We used to discuss various things. And what a personality he was on the phone. Without any iota of reluctance, he used to explain me whatever he could understand and interpret the laws which he had read. He very honestly interpreted with me how if we chronologically pick up the notifications that Cantonment Land Administration rules itself say that B3 lands were private lands. I remember those small talks. We made such lovely profiles. 2010, I yet remember I created that profile for him and he said, Mr. Das, you must share it with me. And I used to, make sure and I used to honestly tell him that, Mr. Whal, I'm recording all your telephone calls so that tomorrow once I can go back to the call and understand what you actually were saying to me. So today, I would once again bring a call which was done with him in 2008. Where he very clearly explained me that how the Ministry of Defence in 1984 also accepted that there were private lands in these cantonments. Friends, listen to this voiceover of Mr. T.N.Whal.
Page number 512.
हाँ ये ओल्ड बुक है ना सर 1924
इसका वो निकला है क्लासिफिकेशन नंबर 15
हाँ
म्यूटेशन ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी गिव्स ऑन फ्री होल्ड बेसिस
म्यूटेशन हाँ जी म्यूटेशन ऑफ प्रॉपर्टीज
गिवन ऑन फ्री होल्ड बेसिस
हाँ जी सर
अटेंशन इज इनवाइटेड टू पैरा 1 ऑफ नोट 1 ब्रैकेट में पिलोट रूल 3 of CLA rules 1937 printed on page 12 of MLM.
ठीक है सर
The MU has to fill only the area of the private land.
अच्छा ओ बाप रे
And right
हाँ जी
private
अच्छा
in other columns
हाँ जी
against the relevant number. There is therefore no occasion for the MU to carry out mutations after a particular plot is entered in GLR as private land.
अच्छा
आप समझ में आया?
Look what he is speaking. He is simply mentioning a notification number 15 of 7th February 1984. Now this was made under the CLA Rules 3 which is mentioned on page 13 of the MLM and CLA Rules of 1944. Now he is mentioning that how private lands were being endorsed by the ministry in 1984. Notification number 15, Letter of Government of India, Ministry of Defence, DTE/General/DLNC number 18148/L/L and C column -57 dated 7/2/1984. It clearly speaks that private lands which fall within the cantonments, the MEO or the DO, is simply to mutate these bungalows and mention in various columns of the GLR that these are private lands. Now, where is this letter which Mr. Whal has just spoken of? It is reprinted in the Cantonment Act 1924, edition 1990, on page, I think, 516 or so. Now listen to, I'll brief again what Mr. Whal was explaining to me.
वही है ना सर कि इन चीजों को
किताब में दिया हुआ है 512 पन्ने के ऊपर में एडिशन ही बताया देते किताब का।
हाँ एडिशन हाँ
किताब है 1990 की।
अच्छा 1990 वाला एडिशन 86 वाला और वो तो है मेरे पास।
ठीक है, तो 1990 की किताब में 512 पन्ने पर है।
मैं लिख लिया सर वो तो
बस ये तो है,
तो ये पढ़ते हैं इसको। अब वो ये ना कि जी मैं आपको एक तो ये आज भिजवाता हूँ सर अपना जो प्लेन बना है तो उसमें जो भी कोई अमेंडमेंट है, क्योंकि रीजन बीइंग ये जो हमारे एक किस्म से जो मुझे खबर मिली है कि ये कह रहे हैं कि जी ऐसा ये जो नोटिस दिए है ना इन्होंने ये सबको 1-1 करोड़ 10-10 लाख 30-30 लाख बनाती हैं। अब वो कहते हैं कि जी जब ये इस किस्म के नोटिस जाएंगे तो अगर एक बार हमने इनको अंडर दी मैनेजमेंट ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ले लिया और रेजिडेंशियल पे लिया है, कुछ तो बंगलो वैसे ही छुड़ जाएंगे, क्योंकि रीजन बीइंग कुछ तो किराएदार चला रहे हैं कमर्शियल एक्टिविटीज और ओनर तो बेचारे को पता ही नहीं कहाँ है। पुराने बैठे ना जी जो लोग 60-60 रुपयों पे 100-100 रुपयों पे कमर्शियल एक्टिविटी कर रहे हैं वो, और नुकसान हो रहा है उनको। तो ये है। चलो सर ये मैं देख के ना आपको आज ही अभी फोटोकॉपी करा के भिजवा रहा हूँ सर।
फोटोकॉपी कर पोस्ट करिएगा।
हाँ अभी आज कोरियर करा रहा हूँ सर। ओके सर।
So, now with this listening, let's pay a tribute to this man who has worked so hard tirelessly on this subject. Because of his age, I yet remember he used to talk to me. Mr. Das, I could not travel to even Sagar Cantonment when Mr. Surinder Kumar Vakil from Sagar used to meet him and they used to discuss his case, which finally he lost in Supreme Court. But he used to take small advices. But unfortunately, in these cantonments, we do like taking advices, but we whether render to those advices, do we accept those advices is a big question mark. So friends, his presence in my convention of Twilight Zone in 2012, because of health reasons, could not be done, and his son T.N.Whal kept up to that promise and travelled all the way from Orissa to Delhi just to attend my convention and show his support of what his father had given me since 2008. This is my small tribute to one of the icons whom I have been talking on law and legal of the cantonments, and we precipitate our discussions. Thank you. Once again, I would tell all my fellow friends, we are old grants with revenue-free rights, were never converted into new grants by the British, either from 1765, 1790, could be 1812 or 1828. And the last cut date was when the regulation of 1859 was made. So friends, I'm always there for your questions. You can call me back. But my request, please get in your neighbor. Please talk to your neighbor. And let's increase the number of people, the membership of this association. Thank you. Good day.